looked at all the inductees and decided they deserved to be in the Mustang Tiger Athletic Hall of Fame. That is Gary Traverso, Keith Davis, and Scott Hunkins. Thank you so much for putting this together. Got it. All right, so we're going to start. You're not going to believe some of these statistics, but these guys were it when they were at Argonaut or Jackson or Ione. The first person is Mike Smith, and accepting for Mike Smith is Georgiana Hunt. Mike Smith was an outstanding four-sport athlete: football, baseball, basketball, and track and field at Jackson Union High School. During his high school career, Mike was a four-time undefeated Motherlode League track and field champion in the 100-yard sprint, the 200-yard, 220-yard dash, the long jump, and the 4x100-yard relay. On the football field, Mike was the starting halfback for the 1952 Motherlode League champion Jackson Tigers. On the basketball court, Mike led the Tigers in scoring in 1952 and 53. And in 53-54, he helped the Jackson High School win the Motherlode League basketball championship. After graduation, Mike took his talents to Sacramento City College, where he competed in football and track and field. He continued to be a stellar student athlete while at Sac City. At the end of his 2 years, he earned the distinguished Hank Applequest Trophy, awarded to the most outstanding student athlete. As you can tell, Mike is one of the best athletes to walk through the hallowed hall of Jackson Union High School. Mike Smith, class of 1954. Our next inductee, everyone, class of 2004, Mitch Ryan. Here he comes, Mitch Ryan. Mitch Ryan was a six-time All-Motherlode League selection in football, basketball, and track. During his 2003-2004 season, Mitch led the Mustang football team to 2003 Motherlode League champions, as well as leading Argonaut to the section playoffs in basketball, while being selected to the All-Stockton Record basketball team. During the spring, he was a section qualifier in both the long jump and triple jump. After graduation, Mitch had a successful collegiate football career at the University of San Diego, where he helped his team to 3 Pioneer League champions and an NCAA 1AA national championship. In addition to his strong athletic abilities on the field, Mitch also exhibited a strong desire to be a model athlete off the field. He was awarded the 2004 Amador County Office of Education Sportsmanship Award and was also a Community Service Block A Award winner. Everyone, Mitch Ryan. Those are the 2 single athletes that were inducted into the Hall of Fame this year, and now we've got a couple of teams. And first, we'd like to induct the 1990 Argonaut High School Varsity Baseball Section Championship Team. They're a section title winner, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give them a big hand. That's a hard thing to do. In 1990, the players were Travis Andrews, Chris Barnett, Sean Boring, Daryl Bird, Tim Sir, Mitch Davis, Sean Escamilla, Joe Evans, Mark Gonzalez, Rich Parman, Keith Ryan, Gary Thomas, Justin White, and Jared Worm. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1990 Section Championship Varsity Baseball team was coached by David Gonzalez, Eldon Gibson, and Cecil Felkins. The statisticians were Julia Jones and Allison Stewart. This was the very first team at Argonaut High School to win a section title. They ended the season with a 19-5 record and a #2 state ranking. Among the many highlights from that season, many highlights, the most impressive was that the Mustangs outscored their opponents 23-4 during the section playoffs. Nicely done, 1990 Argonaut High School Varsity Baseball Section Championship Team. Welcome to the Hall of Fame, ladies and gentlemen. Some of you are going to stay there because you're double dippers here. Because the next group we have, the 1992 Argonaut High School Baseball Section Championship Team. Wow. Almost back-to-back section titles. The players: Alex Bondarenko, Sean Boring, Vince Carlson, Mike Clark, Tim Sir. Way to go, Peter Gaskin, with his daughter. Oh yeah, Gabby, how's it going? Eric Irwin, Dan Marinez, Mike Martinelli, Todd Matley, Willie Mullen, Gianni Machado, Stefan Nasawowski? I have no idea. We're just going to call him the Naz Man. Jeff Reynolds, Keith Ryan, and Dave Steffens. The coaches were Dave Gonzalez, Eldon Gibson, and Regis Kearney. Statisticians, Allison Stewart and Megan Stewart. The playoff run for the 92 squad was just as impressive as 2 years earlier. After a first round 10-9 come-from-behind victory over the defending section champions, Denair Coyotes, the Mustangs steamrolled their next 3 opponents by a combined score of 31-5. The Mustangs finished the season ranked #4 in the state. Very impressive. Let's give the 1992 team a huge hand and welcome them into the Mustang Tiger Hall of Fame. Lots of pictures going on down there. Love it. All right, welcome. The final team that we have being inducted this evening, the 2004 Argonaut High School Varsity Football Section Championship Team. It's hard to believe that that was 11 years ago already. Oh my word, where did that go, Fletcher? The players: Casey Ryan, Cody Woodruff, Sejan Hammers, Mike Alexander, Jeremy Fisher, David Podesta, Nick Pent. All right, Nick. Also a coach now. Kyle Oglesby, Brendan Drake, Chris Barnes, Stefan Rollhausen, Austin Rogero, thank you, Mr. Fenton, Sean Fitzgerald, Chris Van Duzer, Rodney Moniz, Justin Ramos, Robert King, Nick Molinelli, Jesse DiGirolamo, Joe Power, Kyle Fletcher.
That's DiGirolamo.
Brandon Aber. Bri Gilman.
Hey, big Brian.
John Cageley, Jeremy Miller, Jeremy Britton, Newt Carlton, James Blackwell, Danny Smalley, Spencer Dutchke, Nickel Hammond, and Gain Tilley. The coaches for that 2004 team were Matt King, Fred Fletcher, Gary Landergan, Brian Drake, Ryan Morral, and head coach Ricky Davis. Athletic director was Chris Fenton. The 11-2 Mustangs averaged 388 yards of offense per game and outscored their opponents by 173 total points. On their road to the section championship, the Mustangs defeated the number 1 seeded Lyndhurst Blazers, the number 4 seeded Calaveras Redskins, and the number 3 seeded Linden Lions in the finals. Everyone, the 2004 Argonaut High School Varsity Section Championship team. Give them a huge hand. You guys are in the Hall of Fame. You're now considered the old guys. Just saying. And our final inductee tonight, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard his name a couple times. As a coach, David Gonzalez. Let's welcome him down to the stage. David Gonzalez, what an honor it is to have him here tonight. He was the Argonaut High School varsity baseball coach from 85 to 93, during which time he guided the Mustangs to 2 section championships, 3 Mother Lode League championships. He was the Mother Lode League Coach of the Year in 1990 and the Stockton Record Coach of the Year in 92. Dave is also a member of the 2013 Hall of Fame class as a member of the coaching staff of the 1984 Argonaut Varsity League Championship football team. Dave, give us a wave. Everybody, big hand for Dave Gonzalez, proud coach at Argonaut High School and teacher for a long, long time. Thanks so much, Dave. The selection committee is very proud of this year's inductees. The committee feels the selections not only represent the outstanding student athlete and coaching traditions of Argonaut, Ione, and Jackson high schools, but also the strong community support and pride. The committee would like to thank all those who nominated the numerous athletes, coaches, and community members, as well as those who provided the information and statistics, which assisted the committee with their final selections. I would just like to congratulate the new inductees who are going to join other members of the Tiger-Mustang Athletic Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our program tonight. Let's give them all one last big hand. Nicely done, everybody.